Welcome to the first ever tournament of Time Warp Raceway. We have 108 vehicles competing in this tournament, and the rules are simple. The races are done in groups of 6. That's right, we're racing 6 cars at a time. The top 2 vehicles will make it into the next race. The 2 that come behind them will get a chance to redeem themselves and bring the second win race. If they can win that, they can easily be put back on the bracket and have a chance to win the cup. And then the final 2 at the bottom of the chart will be eliminated. We have several drivers, and they're definitely going to put on a show. The first group we have is what we call the Track Star group. Also to mention, drivers will only place when they reach this stretch of road. If they're on this stretch of road, they can place. The driver that makes it further down the line will get first place. If a vehicle flips, if they're ahead, they can still get first place. However, if they flip and the other vehicle passes them, they will then be bumped down to second unless another vehicle passes them. So, the further up you are, the more likely you have a chance at winning this race. This method may change in the future. First, we have Sensory Harmony driving in the Grand Cross. Next, we have Anton Velceroni driving in the Twinduction. Cardi K is driving in the HW40. Marty Anderson is driving in the HW50 concept. Tony Patel is driving in the Governor. This will be the first full-size car tested on the track. And Theodore Slidberg is driving in the Speed Box. Here we have the first race. We have in lane 1, Marty Anderson driving the HW50 concept and Cardi K driving the HW40 concept. Marty Anderson is leading the pack. Ooh, Tony Patel just got slammed by Cardi K. That could have been bad. It appears we have Theodore Slidberg and Marty Anderson are racing. What a race. What a steal that Theodore Slidberg made. First for this race is Theodore Slidberg. Second is Marty Anderson. And third is Tony Patel. It seems like Cardi K has wrecked up here. As long as Sensory Harmony. Sadly, that'll be 0 points for those DNFs both of them had in turn 2. And in turn 1, it appears that Anton Velceroni came out too fast and happened to wreck into the forest. Race 2 is underway. In lane 1, we have Cardi K this time and Marty Anderson in lane 2. Cardi K is leading the pack. All the other drivers are doing well. Ooh, it looks like Anton Velceroni just passed Cardi K. Sensory Harmony just got flipped on his side and wrecked. Ooh, Anton Velceroni, he is rolling down. He's going fast, and he takes up the win, followed by Marty Anderson. Up here in Desertland, we have Theodore Slidberg, who wrecked. Over here in turn 2, we have Cardi K, and it seems like she hit Sensory Harmony when he flipped upside down. Those wheels off the ground gives it a higher roll risk. Here we have race 3. We have Theodore Seidberg in lane 2 and Anton Valseroni in lane 1. Anton Valseroni is leading the pack. All the drivers seem to be doing well so far. Ooh, Theodore Seidberg seemed to have wrecked back there. And we have Anton Valseroni. Ooh, it's bad. This curve is not Marty Anderson's friend. And Sensory Harmony almost got a win. However, this curve definitely messed him up. So first place is Anton Valseroni. Theodore Seidberg again has wrecked in the desert. The sand may be messing with Ed Van's engine. That could spell trouble for him in this tournament. And Cardi K seems to not be able to control that HW40. Although in her defense, Theodore Seidberg is blocking the entire road. Race 3 has begun. Anton Valseroni in lane 2. Theodore Seidberg in lane 1. Theodore Seidberg seems to make it past Desertland. Marty Anderson is on his tail. Ooh, Marty Anderson manages to get past, and ooh, Theodore Seidberg coming in first. Marty Anderson coming in second. Cardi K seemed to have wrecked coming out of the mountain. It's another DNF. I will be impressed if she manages to get past at least one lap. Race 5 is underway. Tony Patel in lane 1 and Sensory Harmony in lane 2. Tony Patel comes out of the forest. Tony Patel seems to be doing very well in this race so far. He's not the fastest driver. He's a bit of a show-off. He's showing off right there, actually. But Tony Patel got a clean finish and got the win. What happened to the other drivers? Our tunnel crew says they all wrecked in the tunnel. It appears that Sensory Harmony is wrecked in the tunnel. And another driver, Sensory Harmony and Cardi K, it's a pile up in the tunnel. All drivers have been piled up in the tunnel, including Anton Valseroni. We have to go back to a replay and find out what possibly could have made them all wreck in the tunnel. Cardi K got sideways, then Anton. Oh, and Harmony hit him. And it seems to have caused a multi-vehicle pileup inside the tunnel. Here we have the next race. This is race 6. Drivers are ready. This is the final race. Harmony's lane has been dropped first. Next, Tony Patel's. All drivers still in this. Sensory Harmony's leading the pack. He could actually get a win this time. Sensory Harmony is doing very well controlling his vehicle. He comes across. Oh, Harmony and what's this? Wow. Theodore Seidberg finishes backwards. We're going to have to go to replay to find out what happened. And it appears that the rest of the drivers DNF'd. Too bad for Martin and Sensory. And yep, all the other drivers DNF'd. Don't know what really happened there. We're going to see a replay to see what possibly could have happened in that area when the drivers went through. Alright. We have Theodore Seidberg. Oh, he flipped sideways. Wow, impressive. He flipped sideways but came backwards. And I'm guessing the other drivers, when they saw Theodore flip and still continue to drive, they must have screeched and wrecked. Well, that was the first race, the Trackstar Group. The points have been tallied. Finishing with a total of 18 points is Theodore Slidberg. Marty Anderson has a total of 15, following behind him. Anton Velceroni and Tony Bateau will be going into his second wind race, with Anton having 12 points and Tony having a total of 10 points. Cardi K and Sensory Harmony have been eliminated with 0 points. I'm Melvin Ramsey, and this is Time Warp Raceway. Tune in next time on the track to see the Night Shift Group.